And welcome, hi, the chairman, Dr. Lamont Baker, right here. Well, that was music by Luther Vandross, and he was talking about love, right? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That wasn't the song per se, but it was talking about love. And love is universal. I don't care what you say and how you address it. It has an impact that goes deeper than the ocean and higher than the cosmic. That's what's missing. The love of God, the love of self, and the love of our people. Period. Universal. I don't care what religion, I don't care what street tribe you're with, I don't care what ethnic group, right? At the end of the day, the core value that ushers us to a higher being is the thing called L-O-V-E. And guess what, family? I don't care what status, how much money you got, at the end of the day, if you don't have that, what we talking about? It's like bubble gum, right? What are we talking about? So, I just, that was a powerful song, though, right? And anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that with you. Welcome. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute, but I am glad to be back in the saddle right here on Friday nights. The award-winning talk show, 15 minutes to be exact, keeping it real raw and relevant. And for my Facebook Live family, I am so sorry we're not connecting with you tonight, but guess what, peekaboo? I am recording it on my phone. The technology is beautiful, right? So we will be uploading that a little later. But once again, I'd like to say, man, thank God it's Friday, right? We survived. And so at the end of the day, we have endured another week, another day. And I just want to drop that in your spirit, right? That thought right there. You don't have to think about nothing else today, right? He that endureth to the end shall be saved. The word endureth. I want you to just focus on that, meditate on that, concentrate on that, and just kind of mutter that over and over in your mind. You are enduring. You have an endurance spirit. And despite the pain, despite the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, the setbacks, he that endureth to the end. So be one of those that raises up the flag and said, I am a part of the endureth camp. That's me, right? I have the resilience, I have the stick-to-itiveness, I have the moxie to keep coming back time and time again, right? And it's not easy. Family, I mean, we endure, check this out. We are literally enduring daily through our pain, through our hurts, through our setbacks. We still somehow, and I believe it's through the Spirit of God, and I believe also it is innate in our DNA through our ancestry, we are resilient and strong people. I just believe that. Now, you can argue and counter attack that argument in court, but at the end of the day, he that endured to the end. And I believe God has dropped the endured spirit in your mind, in your spirit. Even when you don't want to endure. Even when you want to throw up the towel. Somebody said throw up. Yeah, that too. My bad. Some of you doing that right now. What you drinking on, player? Puff, puff, pass, pass. Oh, here we go. Street talk. We're here, baby. The chairman, Dr. Lamont Baker. I got some of you smiling and laughing. You know what I'm talking about. Stop playing with me, man. But he that endured. This is not a 100-yard dash. This is truly a marathon. I'm talking about the journey of life. The journey of life. The daily struggles, the daily celebrations. It's not just, we talk about struggles. We talk about defeat. We talk about insurmountable odds, but every day is not like that. No, it's not like that. He that endureth, though. He that endureth. And you can say, she that endureth, okay? But anywho, he that endureth to the end shall be saved. And that's the word from the doctor today. Endureth. And so how do you endure? Well, I believe God has given you the spirit of endurance. You know, there's a poem called Don't Quit, but a part of the poem, it says, rest if you must, but don't you quit, right? And so sometimes we have to reset our dial to get back into the race, to get back into the fight. And sometimes, man, it's just like that, right? The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing, brother. That's just the realities of the human nature. But he that endureth. So once again, embrace the endureth mindset. And that's Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure until the end shall be saved, right? And it comes from a Latin word called durus or duro, means to last, to continue in the same state, to remain, right? And this is about standing during the test of time, feeling the pain, but continuing on, continuing to exist. And I say, speak to our young peoples and tell them they shall live and not die. You got to speak that life into their minds, into their spirits, right? He that endureth to the end. And so as you embarked on your weekend and as you look strategically for next week, remember the words and tell yourself, I shall endure to the end, right? And that's the goal. That's the end game. Enduring despite whatever comes your way. And so sometimes you got to get into the solitude and go and pray and intercede, right? And sometimes you have to meditate. And sometimes you got to use the universal principles that would give you that push through that wall, even though you feel tired, even though you feel weary in your way of doing. But he that endureth to the end. I got to get out of here. I just wanted to give you a little something today to help you to endure. Put on the endure mindset and see how your game and how the results in your life will come to a whole different revelation. He that endureth to the end. Endure it, beloved, because you got this, because you have a God and serve a God that endures. Love you. God loves you. Never quit and never forget. The chairman, Dr. Lamont Baker. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I've closed the stone, can't take no more. To be unknown is where I go. I choose to walk.
Rob, you never cease to amaze me. That's my man, Rob. That's nice, man. I don't know if you was able to hear that, but that was a nice piece. Anyway, he that endureth to the end. So that's the message. That's the only message. If you don't get nothing else, I mean, you can start something, right? And some of us start stuff and we, for whatever reason, through uncontrollable situations, we have to stop or put a pause on certain things that we are trying to achieve. It's called life, and sometimes it's called being a victim of negative and an attitude of making excuses, right? But at the end of the day, he that endured to the end. And so as you begin to reset your dial, reevaluate your life, refocus and re-energize your energy so that you can go to the next level and so you can be the better you and reach your God-given potential, because it's a life journey. This is a life journey. So stop it. Stop trying to be perfect. It ain't happening, player. But he that endure. Sometimes you got to get back up. Sometimes you got to brush yourself off. Sometimes you got to rest if you must. But don't you quit. You know, sometimes life just beats you up and beats you down. And sometimes we set ourselves up based on the choices and the decisions that we made. But if you can just reshift your mindset and say, I'm going to endure. I'm going to withstand the test. I'm going to get the ammunition of faith and the ammunition of prayer and the ammunition of meditation and the ammunition of a support system and the ammunition of thinking these things that brings you and uplifts your spirit, right? And not allowing your unbeliefs and your disbeliefs in yourselves and your vision to take you under. But he that endureth to the end. So that's the challenge of our life, enduring to the end, right? And so take baby steps, but take some steps. Take some action daily. Do something daily that will build you up, lift you up, and boost you up, right? He that endureth to the end. So that's it. That's the message for today. And that's the message for the moment. And that's the message for life. Enduring despite whatever comes your way. And you got to remember, you are a very resilient human being. Look what you have gone through and endured. I mean, I ain't said it's been easy, because trust ye me, brother, it's been painful, it's been hurtful, but at the end of the day, we've endured. So, continue. The chairman, Dr. Lamont Baker. Till next time. Bye-bye.